What's up, guys? It's PixelxKitten, and today I am back revisiting the when is the best time to do a subathon, what is the best tips on how to host a subathon, and how can you make a subathon the most beneficial for you and your community. So if you guys don't know what a subathon is basically something that typically you do while you're live streaming, let's just say on Twitch, for example, and you're streaming on Twitch and you have a timer that extends with maybe donations, tips, whatever you want to call them, bits, subscribers, anything like that. Every subscriber, tip, or any sort of incentive like that extends the timer, so it's like a marathon stream. Generally, people usually gift subs to extend the timer, hence subathon, so it's like a subscribe marathon stream, so hence subathon. I feel like the first question that people have is, when should you host your own subathon? And there's really no right or wrong answer for this. For me personally, my first subathon that I hosted was when I hit 4,000 followers on Twitch. It was also when I had received my first rejection letter for the Twitch partner application, and so I had disguised the subathon as a 4,000 4,000 follower subathon, but it was kind of disguised to help bring up my sub count and also bring up my viewer count, so that when I did my second application for partner, those numbers were boosted. Spoiler alert, it worked. I got partner my second application. Now, a lot of people host subathons for a multitude of different reasons. A lot of people will do their first subathon their first year of streaming. They'll do it for 100 followers. They'll do it for their birthday. They'll do it for their affiliate year anniversary, their partner year anniversary. There's really, like I said, there's really no right or wrong time. It's just whatever feels right for you and your community. I feel like the next biggest question that people have when starting to figure out like what to do for their subathon is how to figure out the goals. How many subscribers you want to have for like your first goal, through the however many sub goals you want to have, bit goals, etc. And then also like your top most goal, the goal that you want to achieve. That's probably the next thing that you definitely want to think about. So first, when you want to host it, and then two, what your goal should be. For my first subathon, I'll insert the graphic as well. Was not a very good graphic. I definitely am getting better. I still don't know what I'm doing. I remember looking at how many subs I would receive in a 30-day period, the most recent 30-day period, because you don't want to go based off of anything too far away, because then it won't be relevant to what you could potentially receive on the subathon. For example, in a month you receive 500 subscribers, then I personally would not advise going higher than that. I feel like that would be a good cap, because that's 500 subscribers in 30 days, and a subathon can be really however long you want it to be. A subathon could be an hour if you want it to, but generally they will go on for 12 hours, 18 hours, 24 hours, or you could be like some of my crazy friends who have done like 8 days, 40 days, however long they want to do it for. It's really up to you if you want to have it a cap, where you end at a certain time regardless of what the timer says, or to have it uncapped, and that is your prerogative if you want to do that. I personally have not done an uncapped subathon. The longest one that I have done is my most recent one, where I had for my partner anniversary, and that was about 22 hours. Now, another thing that I feel a lot of people struggle with is creating these really fun and exciting incentives for your viewers and your community to help boost those subscribers and make people want to subscribe to you. Is there something that your community or your viewers have been asking for repeatedly? For me, it was a Bob Ross stream, so we did hit the incentive for the Bob Ross stream. Maybe it is setting up a cat cam or something. And maybe your viewers have been asking for a cat cam or a dog cam, and maybe you can have at 20 subs, I will set up a cat cam for every future stream. I know a lot of popular ones are Bean Boozled, Spicy Things. Something that is really well known for my viewers, my community, is the fact that I hate pickles. I think pickles are the most disgusting thing in the world, and so naturally I decided to eat a pickle for a certain amount of subscribers, and in one of my first subathons, and now it's kind of a running joke, and so now I have to eat pickles on the regular, even though I think they're the most disgusting thing ever. I do think that quite a lot of people do struggle with coming up with really fun, exciting, unique, different ideas for their subathons or charity streams or whatever kind of special streams that do require incentives. I think that's something that I really kind of like thrive on. I can show you guys all the different graphics that I have done for my various charity streams, for my various subathons, for my various celebration streams, holiday streams, things like that. I can link them down below, post them here, however I plan on doing that in post. But I think some really great ones just right off the top of my head. Spicy things are really funny, whether it be like the Nitro Gummy Bear, Satan's Toe, the World's Hottest Chocolate, which are all 9 million Scoville. Then there's the One Chip Challenge. I've done that twice. Both of them are miserable. There's the Hot Ones Challenge that you guys can do. That's really funny. I've just done opening Pokemon packs because that's something that is really prevalent on my channel already, is that I'll just go through and go through an hour of just me opening Pokemon packs because, one, that's really exciting and it's content, but it is something different and unique to my stream. Another really popular one is cutting hair, dyeing your hair. This used to be half black, half green, but it's faded to this. But this was based off the community / viewers voting for my hair color. Other things you could do is you could do merch giveaway. So this is one of my merch shirts. Their incentives are cosplay streams. So you could dress up as really anyone. Maybe if there's a game that you guys stream, whether Valorant or Dead by Daylight or whatever, Pokemon, you guys can always just dress up as your favorite in-game characters. You can have your significant other do your makeup, or you can do your significant other's makeup. You can do blindfolded challenges, reverse headphone challenges. You could give your cats treats, you can give your dogs treats. I'm just trying to spitball things right now. You can do temporary tattoos. You can write names on your face, hopefully like an eyeliner or something that's easily washed off. Behind me, I actually have a framed Pokemon card thing that I was doing for tier 3 subs for one of my special streams, or every subscriber I get, I write their name on a Pokemon card. And so for that one, it was for all tier 3 subs. I have them in a frame and I just keep that forever. That was really special. Let's see, I'm sponsored by G Fuel, Sizzle Popcorn, and so oftentimes you'll have like your sponsors or affiliations help you with giveaways where they just give you a code and then you raffle off the code, and then there's free product for them or a discounted product for them. So I think that's really cool. I've done signed letters. I used to cosplay and model, so I've sent out cosplay pictures and modeling pictures before. There's really no limit to what you can do. I know the Chubby Bunny challenge, like with the marshmallows. There's the Capri Sun challenge, the Saltine challenge. There's all these different things that you guys can do. You can unlock a movie night in your Discord. A lot of these things either cost no money to you or are very, very cheap. So I think it's very, very important to make sure that you're not spending a whole lot of money when creating these subathons, because I know generally the point of them is to help raise money, whether it's for you or for a certain group, person, or event. Now, if any of those ideas just didn't seem like they were right up your alley, for me personally, I have gotten a lot of inspiration of ideas by just Googling Twitch Subathon and then just looking at the graphics that people have used and trying to see how I can make it applicable to me. Or you could just do something very easy and just post on your social medias or maybe in your personal community Discord and ask, hey, what would you guys want to see as incentives? And then you can get it directly from the source, from the people who will be participating in those streams, in your subathon streams, your celebration streams, and actually get to see and hear what they want to see or get the most. So I think that's a really important thing to consider as well. There is also no right or wrong how many goals or incentives you need to have. You can have just one goal, just one base 500 subscriber goal, or you can have a goal for 1 sub, 2 sub, 3 sub. It is really your prerogative, but you just want to make it one, easy for you to remember and easy for your community or your viewers to understand too. But I do highly recommend creating something like a graphic, something that you can either have where you can have it on a command where people can click on it and maybe like go see a Twitter post for it, or have an on-screen graphic that shows either your current incentives or your next incentives. I think that's really important so that you can keep reminding people. It's like, okay, in 10 subs I get to do a Bob Ross stream for a future stream, or in 3 subs I have to eat 10 Bean Boozled beans. So I think it's very important to create some sort of graphic or some sort of like base image or text that kind of shows what your next and future incentives are. Now, if you do plan on doing giveaways for some of your viewers or subscribers, I do like to recommend digital things, whether it be a code that you can buy them on Steam or maybe a gift card, because that's something that you can just send them the code for online. You don't have to worry about shipping, just because from experience, shipping things can get fairly expensive. So make sure that if it is something that you do plan on shipping, whether it be a letter or a package, albeit small or large, no matter what, it is going to cost a decent amount with USPS, UPS, whatever you guys want to use. I think it's important to take that into account. So if you want to do a giveaway of something that you are going to be shipping, one, make sure that you ship from a P.O. box to save the privacy of where you live. P.O. boxes are really easy to get. Decently cheap depending on where you live, but I think it's important to ship from a P.O. box. That's the reason why I bought a P.O. box in the first place. Was not expectation for anyone to send me things, but because I have just the smallest like letter box, I solely used it so that when I was sending things out from my Etsy store or from things like this, that I can keep my name and my address private. And so I think that's really important to consider. And then also make sure that you consider the cost of shipping in these giveaway incentives for your goals. At the end of the day, you are doing this to help raise some money, whether it be for you yourself, maybe you have a vacation planned or some bills coming and you want to have this subathon, because at the end of the day, it is for money. It's like, it's not, there's no secret, it's full transparency. You are helping to raise money for something. And because at the end of the day, this is my full-time job, streaming and content creation. So it's just for me, the money is just going towards my health insurance, my pets, my own living expenses. But for anybody else, it could be, oh, I have a health bill that I need to pay for, or a car payment to pay for, or it could really be for anything. But I think it's really important to be transparent and to tell your community and your viewers what this subathon will be funding. Also, it could be for a charity. It could be for maybe a community member who is struggling at the moment. You're raising funds for them. But I think it's really important to be transparent with your community. It's like, this is money you're going to need for either yourself or for a charity or for another person. So at the end of the day, I think it is important to remember that if you are going to do something like giveaways, you don't want to be giving away like 10 PS5s when at the end of the day your highest goal is 100 subs, because Twitch does take half of that, and then at the end of the year you got to pay taxes for it, and so you got to make sure that the marginal benefit is greater than the marginal cost of the incentives that you are rewarding people. So if this big extravagant giveaway that you're doing for every single subscriber, make sure that it is still worth it for you, so that you're not leaving the stream in the negative, because that would be pretty detrimental to you, I'm sure. When it comes to actually announcing your subathon or your big event stream, you do want to make sure that you hype it up, that you let everybody know. You post on your Twitter, you talk about it on your TikTok. If you have your own personal community Discord, make sure you make it as an event in your Discord now that they have those events available as a feature on Discord. Make sure you talk about it every single stream. Be like, hey, don't forget, in so-and-so days and so weeks, make sure that you know that the 1st of next month is going to be my subathon. Make sure you're there. It is your prerogative if you want to share what the incentives are going to be or not. You can spoil one or two, or all of them if you want, to help incentivize people to make them want to be there for your big stream. Make sure you talk about it. Make sure it's a big deal. If you don't make it a big deal, no one else is going to make it a big deal. So make sure you hype it up. Now, as far as how to keep a timer for your subathon, there are two that I have used personally, and those are the only two I'm going to mention because those are the only two that I could really vouch for. The first one is Marathon Timer. That one, it's super easy to just input how much time, whether it be seconds, minutes, however, you want to have submitted for tips, bits, subs, tier 1 subs, tier 2 subs, tier 3 subs, etc. And all you have to do is link it with your Twitch. The second one that I just used recently was when I partnered with Streamloots. If you guys have heard of that, Streamloots had just started, I think, experimenting with a subathon timer. And what was really cool about that one is that I was still able to customize bits and subs and the time that it added for that, but I also was able to really easily add time. So whenever someone did a tier 3 sub, which there was not a separate option for, and the setup, unlike Marathon Timer, I was still able to manually add like 600 seconds, 300 seconds, or however many seconds I needed for tier 2s and tier 3s. But what was really cool about that was that every time someone purchased a Streamloots pack that they can use to influence the stream, if you guys are familiar, it also increased the timer too. So I think that was a really cool and interesting thing, especially if you already have Streamloots integrated in your daily streams already. All I'm hoping for with this video is that I was able to better explain things that I probably couldn't explain as well in my last video. I think I've done a lot more celebration streams since then, and I'm really hoping that this does help you guys. If there's anything that I missed or you want me to elaborate on, please, please, please comment them. I would love to help the best way that I can. I have built my platform based off of helping people with my Twitch tips on TikTok and on Twitch. So if you guys have any questions, please don't hesitate to ask. Also, feel free to follow all my different social medias, Twitter, TikTok, Twitch, Instagram, what have you. They're all going to be listed down below. It's for the most part, I am PixelxKitten on everything. Pixel.kitten on TikTok because I can't get PixelxKitten on TikTok. But I just want to thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys do have any questions, please, 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 please comment them. I would love to either just make a separate video or just hopefully I could just like quickly respond to you in the comments. But I just want to thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you next Tuesday. Bye.